South Africa is known the world over as the gateway to Africa. After the onset of democracy, sanctions were lifted and investment flowed back into the country. There was widespread dismay when the country was unseated by Nigeria in 2014. A rebasing of the West African country's economy revealed South African GDP falling short. 2 years later, South Africa was unseated again, this time by Egypt, due to severe currency declines. But that lasted just 2 months.
Egypt is fairly successful. Obviously, they've taken knocks with the troubles in the Middle East and terrorism within their own country, and their tourism industry has been under enormous pressure. But it's a large economy and technically can be bigger than South Africa depending on currency valuation.
South Africa may have regained the #1 spot, but it's facing a myriad of challenges. Despite the concerns around Brexit, the rand has made a massive recovery. The currency has gained 16% against the dollar and pound sterling this year, while the naira lost more than a third of its value after the central bank removed a currency peg in June.
It really started with Brexit, that we started seeing outflows out of the UK into emerging markets in South Africa. And it was given that, a lot of emerging markets are also not performing very well. There's also geopolitical risk, Turkey being one of them. So we are a little bit in a soft spot in terms of the better of the emerging markets.
But many economists believe those are mere technicalities and that South Africa is actually the continent's second biggest economy.
Over time, if the Nigerian economy grows faster than South Africa, ultimately it will genuinely overtake the South African economy. Likewise, the Egyptian economy has been rated at a point bigger than South Africa, and that's also on exchange rate fluctuations more than actual reality.
At the moment, yes, South Africa's moved above Nigeria, but it doesn't mean that South Africa will remain in that dominant position. A lot depends on currency values.
Both Nigeria and South Africa are commodity-based economies. While mining is limping along in South Africa, Nigeria is feeling the pressure from low oil prices.
For Nigeria, they need to diversify their economy away from commodities, particularly oil. Now, that's been recognized in Nigeria some time ago, and the various governments have said that that is going to be the key objective. Unfortunately, they've just not managed to create that diversity.
South Africa regained the top spot based on IMF figures at the end of 2015. The recent strength of the rand helped lift the economy to $301 billion, while Nigeria's GDP is at $296 billion. But Egypt's economy currently stands at $312 billion. However, the currency is expected to be devalued soon. Only once that happens will South Africa truly hold the top spot on the continent. Sumitra Nadu, CCTV, Johannesburg, South Africa.